Thanks for watching Film Buff, really, honestly. It's fucking great.
Alright. Hello, how's it going, guys? My name is Film Buff. Alright, man, for starters, I need to thank all the incredible support on Patreon, man. Oh, holy shit, there's like over 130 of you now, man. That's insane. Just, mind-blowing. And, again, all I could do is thank you. The support's been incredible. So I would love to tell you guys about, what I'm talking about here. Because not everyone might have checked out this, this idea I put out. And I feel like a lot of you guys could get behind this idea, or you might like this idea. So basically, I told people that I would like to do this full time. Over the last 2 months, I've really, started thinking about it. I really like this. It's such a blast. I feel like if I go full time, I could do so many more things. All the shows will be coming out so much faster. I could do other shows. I could do the gaming stuff. I could do so much. And then, Attack on Titan. If I could go full time, I would be caught up on this show in no time, man. And that would be incredible. I would love that. I'm sure you guys would love that. And this, and then I can move on to other amazing animes, as long as, they're okay to do on YouTube. Full Metal Alchemist and a bunch of other ones that have been recommended in the comment section. I would be down to do all of them. So basically, my idea was that if 35% of my subs, donate $1 each, I could go full-time for a month and show you guys what it would be like if I was full-time. And in that month I would focus just on this and show you guys how cool and how much fun it can be. I'll leave a link in the description to that update type thing I left. Basically, if I could somehow go full-time on this, hell, there's so many of you guys alone could probably make it happen. I'm just joking. I'm just joking around. But honestly, it's entirely optional. I'm just basically I'm putting this out there to see what kind of interest is in there. Maybe enough of my subs are down for this and can make it happen. This plan doesn't take off, I'm still going to be doing like my regular schedule. The regular schedule is really slow, but I'll stick to it. This is optional. This is just for people that really like my stuff and would like to see me go full time. A lot of people kind of, they were like, oh, you can't even do this fast enough, so how are you going to handle full time? That's the point. That's the whole point. I don't have enough time to do this. That's why it's so slow. But if I had time, and if I was doing this full time, I would focus just on this, man. Now, once again, I would like to say this. It's entirely optional. I'm putting it out there to see if enough of my subs are into this and, they would like to see me go full time. And also, Patreon has full Attack on Titan episodes now. So if you become a patron, you'll get access to the full Attack on Titan episodes. It's just a potential idea to see if there's enough interest in this. I'm trying to see, and right now we're like 10% there. Again, thank you so much to anyone who has become a patron over the last month. Let's get into episode 8. There you go, Armin. You're thinking now. Nice. New Titan's about to come in.
りゃなんだ。ミカサ。ねえ、もうこれだ。やったぞ。ギリギリついた。お前生きてんじゃねえか。やったぞアルミン。お前の作戦は成功だ。みんな、あの巨人は巨人を殺しまくる貴公子だ。しかも俺たちには興味を示さない。あいつをうまいこと利用できれば俺たちはここから脱出できる。巨人を利用する。巨人に助けてもらうだと。そんな夢みたいな話。
夢じゃない。貴公子でも何でも構わない。ここであの巨人により長く暴れてもらう。
God damn, man, he's got that nice love token.
それが現実的に私たちが生き残るための最善策。
大丈夫だ。あの巨人は波の巨人より強い。
Baby Titan.
まずリフトを使って中央の天井から大勢の人間を投下。そして7体の巨人それぞれの顔に向けて同時に発砲。視覚を奪う。
Oh, that's from the intro.
次の瞬間に全てが決まる。天井に隠れていた7人が発砲のタイミングに合わせて巨人の急所に切りかかる。つまりこの作戦では1回のみの攻撃に全てを、全員の命をかけることになる。7人が7体の巨人を一撃で同時に仕留めるための作戦なんだ。運動能力的に最も成功率が高そうな7人にやってもらうけど、全員の命を背負わせてしまって、ごめん。
問題ないね。
誰がやっても失敗すれば全員死ぬ。リスクは同じだ。自信を持って。アルミンは正解を導く力がある。私もエレンもその力に命を救われた。
そんなことがいつ？
リフトの用意ができたぞ。鉄砲もだ。全て想定した。
自覚がないだけ。後で話そう。
落ち着け。十分に引きつけるんだ。不利な戦闘は避けるんだ。一人も死なせたくないのならこの一撃で決めるんだ。
This is intense, man.
よい。撃て
みんな。
Oh no.
後ろから
やばい。
突然大変失礼しました。
さっさと来いだ。急げ援護。
No, 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 no. Annie and Mikasa.
あの巨人。
玉食い。体を再生できないのか。
どうにかしてあの巨人の謎を解明できれば、この絶望的な現状を打破するきっかけになるかもしれないと思ったのに。
同感だ。あのまま食い尽くされちゃ何も分からずじまいだ。あの巨人にこびりついてる奴らを俺たちで排除して、
There we go.
とりあえずは延命させ
Call Reiner.
正気かないな。
あいつはトーマスを食った
Oh.
貴公子。
Come on, guys. It's right there. That's... He remembered. Damn.
さすがに力尽きたみてえだな。なんだよ一体。
Oh, it was Eren.
Eren だ。切断されたはずの腕と足がある。エレンはあの時巨人に飲み込まれた。
So many questions, man. So many questions.
これをエレンがやったってことか。
Oh. All right. So it was Eren. But he was inside the Titan. He wasn't like growing into a Titan. Most interesting, man. Most interesting. All right, man. Okay, so all right. So let's look at what I've just seen here, man. So it turns out, okay, so for some time now, my prediction's been that Eren might transform into a Titan, because of the injections or the serum. Then he died. Then I was like, okay, that prediction's dead. Then this new Titan shows up, last episode, and by the end of it, I was thinking, okay, this might be Eren. And this time the prediction is that he was reborn as a Titan, and that he's going to stay in that form, and let's see how this is going to play out, how they're going to communicate. No. By the end of this episode, I just saw Eren completely back to normal in his human form inside a Titan. So he was actually in there controlling a Titan. So many questions, man. So many questions. Okay, first of all, let's look at the facts. He's regenerated. Somehow he's regenerated, because it was clear that his limbs just go flying, and this is something Armin confirmed again at the end of this episode. He's like, he's thinking to himself, and he's absolutely just baffled at what he's looking at. Eren has regenerated all of his limbs. All of his injuries are taken care of. No scratch on him. Damn, man. I definitely feel like Armin right now. Cause see, Mikasa didn't see this happen. All she knows is that Eren died, and everyone else knows that Eren died. Armin is the only one who saw this happen. He's the only one who actually physically saw Eren get chomped and digested. You know what the key is? I think the key is that missing scene. Because I feel like something happened there. Remember that scene I was talking about maybe 2 episodes ago? Armin just he passed out, and then Connie Springer came up to him. He's like, Armin, get up. And, I was confused. I was like, how come they left Armin? How come they just left him there? I feel like something, the piece is missing. Something happened there as Armin was blacked out. Damn, I'm trying to think here. So the one thing that's 100% clear is that the bearded titan definitely ate him. He definitely ate Eren. Now, did he regenerate inside the bearded titan? And take I don't know, man. Did he regenerate inside and just blow out, or just kind of come out? You know what? I think that serum, that injection, still has a role to play. I feel like that still has some kind of role to play in all of this. The key, the injection, the serum, that scene. It has to do something with the serum, man. The one thing that is clear is that he can regenerate. So I'm not sure if that's. So I think maybe the serum allows him to do that, to regenerate. And if it's not the serum, then it means he was born like this, and now he got to find out that he can regenerate. And that he has some of the same build up as a Titan. I don't know, man. My head's just holy shit. I don't know what direction to take this into. Now see, one thing that seems odd is that Mikasa and Eren didn't seem Mikasa did, but Eren didn't seem like a regular kid. In that one scene, Eren comes to rescue Mikasa, and he just starts stabbing this guy. That's not a normal kid. A normal kid does not do that, unless they explain that he's had some kind of experience stabbing people, and he's okay with killing people. That's not how a normal kid that age behaves. So perhaps he's not just any normal kid. Even Mikasa, I was talking about this this thing they keep showing, this chemical imbalance inside, and Mikasa kind of had that too. For the first time it kicked in, and she killed the guy to save Eren. And once again, last episode they showed the whole chemical imbalance thing inside Mikasa and Eren Titan. I'm just gonna call him Eren Titan for now. So I don't know, maybe both these kids are something special. Maybe the serum is responsible for giving Eren some of these Titan-like features or these abilities, to regenerate. Yeah, man, the only thing I can think of is that he regenerated inside the bearded Titan, got out, and then, yeah, I'm drawing a blank in terms of how he got into the body, into that body. Or maybe maybe he was inside the bearded Titan. Maybe he regenerated inside and kind of conformed himself to the bearded Titan, and it mutated into what looked like the Titan with the hair and the toned body. I'm just throwing out some crazy theories right now. I mean, this one's gonna be much tougher to guess, I think, because to be honest, really early on they alluded to the fact that Eren might be a Titan. The moment they showed me that scene, the injection, the serum, his dad, and the key, and even going back to episode 1, they're showing dreams that he could see. He has some kind of sight. He could see the future, or things that haven't happened yet. So from right off the bat, from episode 1, they showed me that Eren is not any other kid, and throughout these 8 episodes, it's been clear he's not just any kid. There's something special about him, or he's been made into a special child by giving him stuff. It's crazy, man. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for answers. I need answers. So many questions. But I noticed that he was in the neck. He was right in that spot, man. That's the spot they're supposed to kill. You're supposed to kill the Titans by getting them in that spot, behind the neck. He was inside that spot. And he was like, how do I explain this, man? He's kind of like attached and like tapped into this Titan. And as he got out, he was absolutely exhausted. You could tell he's just like, his body just gave out, and he blacked out. And so you saw Mikasa. Holy shit! Imagine Mikasa's emotions. She just let it out. She's letting it flow. The moment she heard the heartbeat, she knew this is Eren. But Armin's reaction, I thought maybe Armin would be really emotional. But to be fair, man, he's looking at something really strange right now. He's seeing Eren back to life, good as new. And he saw him like get, chomped up, and like his limbs get ripped apart. So he's absolutely baffled right now. He's so baffled that he can't even be, he was a little bit emotional, as he grabbed his hands. And even he had questions. He's like, what happened? Me too, Armin, me too. And once again, man, the music, oh man, they played this music as Armin is looking at Mikasa and Eren. It's just this track that has like so much mystery about it, shit, man, I gotta get the names of these tracks. But I think there might be spoilers in the titles, so I can't look them up just yet. Maybe once I'm caught up. Damn, that's gonna take a long time. But yeah, the track, so impressed. The soundtrack has been fantastic. All right, man, let's go to the beginning of the episode. Before I do that, I just want to let you guys know that I switched the subs. Before it was like a Blu-ray rip, and I was told the subs are not the best. Like the translations are kind of iffy. So now I've switched over to a subgroup, Horrible Subs. I'm sure a lot of you guys know about them. They're a big fan sub, and they have the reputation for really good translations. So now I'm gonna do all of them through the Horrible Subs episodes and those translations. And in the recap, they kind of show me, what kind of led up to this last few episodes. Instead of Colossus, they called it Colossal. So I guess that's the proper term, Colossal. But yeah, of course, I want the best translations possible, right? As close as possible to the original. So I'll stick to Horrible Subs. It sounds so strange to say that. I'm gonna stick to Horrible Subs, but it's a funny name. Alright, man, beginning of the episode, what I realized? They kind of showed the scene twice now. They showed it in the last episode as well, but like they showed it in this episode as well. Armin was asking Mikasa for the short blade. He's like, I don't want to be eaten by a Titan. Now, what exactly is he supposed to do with the short blade? I got the feeling that he is gonna off himself, that he's gonna, he's gonna kill himself. Or at least that's the feeling I'm getting, that's what they're alluding to here. Because what exactly is he supposed to do against a Titan, with this little tiny blade? But of course, Mikasa tossed it out, and then Connie and Mikasa, Connie grabs Armin's hand, and they start running. And there's this scene of him just kind of like being afraid again. He's still afraid to be a liability. He's scared that he's gonna get more of his friends killed, if he goes with them. But then all of a sudden, man, something kicked in. All of a sudden he decides to look back at the Titan, who now I know is Eren. And he had an idea, man. He told them it's a risky idea. What about using the actual Titan? And I loved it. This episode was big for Armin. They showed him, they showed Armin at his best. He's the brains. He came up with this bold and daring plan twice, not just once, twice this episode. So I love seeing that, man. Because Armin is a bit of like an underdog. He's a bit of an outlier. But I love seeing him in action, man. This episode, this is all him. And he showed how useful he can be. But yeah, man, this daring, bold plan to use this abnormal Titan to fight the other Titans. For some reason, this abnormal hates other Titans. And, Armin decides that this is a good chance to actually use a Titan against other Titans. So it was great to see Armin getting himself together again. He's been kind of down in the dumps, man. He's just been depressed. He's been thinking he's absolutely useless. He's got his one of his best friends killed. So it's great to see him kind of pull out of this funk and, you know, begin to be the brains of the operation again. Another character that was kind of featured in this episode a bit was Jean. Now, once again, Jean was in, you know, he's been in this position of responsibility. He seems to be heading this group. And, you know, they got out because he realized, oh, they're distracted. This is the best chance to go. And he asked them all to head for HQ. And, you know, as they're going there, this one guy, now he thanked him twice this episode. The one guy, you know, he thanked him. He's like, thank you for getting us out of here. You're good at this. You could be a good leader. And at first, Jean just straight out declined it. He's like, no, me, leader, no. Jean, man, here's another character I like now. I really liked him this episode. I've actually liked him in the last episode as well. It's funny because in the first few episodes, I thought he's going to be like this asshole. He's actually a really cool character, man. I like him. I'm digging him. But, you know, they all made it to HQ. And he was still, you know, he's still beating himself over how many people died, you know, under his command. You know, and as this is going on, they show Reiner's face, and you could hear that 2 Titans are incoming. And they blow a hole into HQ. And again, you know, all strange looking sideways. People are just, you know, all over the place. And Jean is kind of frozen in his spot. And he realized, this is it. This is all for nothing. There's no way any of us can defeat them. An awesome scene happens after this. As Jean is looking at the Titan, you know, he's just looking in the hole. It kind of goes into slow motion, and you know, I could feel it coming. All you see is like the ripple effect in the cheek. You see a fist come through, and again, it is the abnormal Titan, who now I know is Eren, or was at least controlled by Eren. He just handled both of them with one punch, man. And Jean is absolutely shocked at what he's looking at here. And as this is going on, you know, Connie, Mikasa, Armin get through, and then of course Jean is really surprised and happy to see Mikasa still alive. You know, and Connie starts to explain that this, you know, this Titan, for some reason, it's fighting the other Titans, and he seems to hate them just as much as the humans. Basically, Connie tells them as much as he knows and as much as Mikasa and Armin know. But then there's another scene, man. Interesting scene. Connie is sitting alongside Reiner, Annie, and the dark-haired friend. B, starts with a B. Oh my god, this is so bad. I'll get his name. I have a lot of time. I'll get his name. But it's that group and Connie. You know, it's clear that these 3 are part of a group. So it's really clear that these 3 are tight. You know, they're really close friends. Later on, after, you know, that big plan that they had to take them all out, you know, that spinning move, and then all of them come in, you know, Reiner made sure to ask Annie how she was. You know, that was close. You know, should have been careful. So he cares for her. But yeah, these 3 are really close. You know, just like Armin, Mikasa, and Eren are close. You know, this is their group. Their group of 3. And Reiner took an interest in the Titan. He asked Connie, you know, what else do you know about this Titan? And you know, as he asked, Annie looked up. She did like a quick, you know, look up, because you know Annie's usually just kind of like, she's just kind of arms crossed and like eyes closed, or just looking down to the ground. And the moment, you know, Reiner mentioned something, she's just like, and then back down. You know, and Connie thought it was strange that Reiner wants to know about the Titan in a time like this. So he's like, you know, that's all I know. And then he's like, why are you asking about that right now? Something like that. And this happens one more time. Reiner showed interest again at the end of the episode. This is as you know, Eren Titan is getting eaten alive, cannibalized. And Reiner even, you know, chips in, and he's like, you should go help him. You know, it would be good to get information about this Titan. You know, it's the best thing to get more information about him. And again, you know, even though this is an animated show, it's an anime, just like normal TV shows, I think it's key to always pay attention to people's faces. Because, you know, the people who animate these and the people who actually draw these up, they're really smart people. You know, they're good at their jobs. They follow scripts, and it's all a really impressive process. So I treat this just like any other show. In any other show, I'm always looking at faces, you know, the acting, you know, how an actor might be acting as certain things are being said or being done. So as Reiner mentioned this, once again, I looked at Annie's face, and I looked at his buddy's face, the dark-haired guy's face. That guy always has like a sweat, you know, of the animation. There's like a little bead of sweat on his cheek. But this time Annie also had a bead of sweat on her cheek. So I don't know what's going on. You know, the first time Reiner asked, Annie kind of looked up. She, you know, kind of got interested. This time, both of them had like a nervous sweat type thing going on. So yeah, Reiner's taken an interest in this new Titan. I really haven't learned much about Reiner and Annie and their friend, just a little bit in the training episode. And, you know, every now and then they'll speak. So I find it interesting that Reiner's taken an interest in this new Titan. Once again, my boy Armin drops a fire, just an absolute fire plan to defeat the ones in HQ, right? So they can resupply, because they're holding up the whole resupply mission. You know, he lays it out for all of them. He tells them what's required. He tells them the risk involved. So tells them all of our best shots are going to be needed. So all of our best recruits, all the best people have to take a single shot and kill them in a single shot after, you know, they distract them. And he even apologizes. He's like, I'm sorry to put your life in danger like this. But, you know, Annie said it's okay. And I believe Reiner said it's okay as well. And Mikasa as well. She's like, believe in yourself. You have the brain, or you have the capacity to come up with the right plan or the solution. And because of this ability, you've actually saved me and Eren in the past. Armin had no clue. He's like, what? What are you talking about? So he had no idea that he actually saved them in the past in some kind of situation. You know, and her response is, you just didn't realize it. Let's talk later. So, you know, I love the fact that there's so much information I need to get still. The next scene was fantastic, man. It was such a tense moment, you know, the anticipation, like edge of your seat type stuff, right? So they carry out Armin's plan, and that music kicked in. I've heard it a few times in like fight scenes, in like shootout scenes. It was great, man. It was a shot from the intro, right? You know, the basket was spinning and just blinding all the Titans. And I believe they were called like 4-meter Titans, 4 or 6-meter Titans, because they're much smaller. I actually saw Eren Titan kick one of them, like a baby Titan. Almost everything was perfect except one thing. Connie and Sasha missed their target. You know, they couldn't kill him in one shot. But it was okay. Mikasa and Annie came to their rescue, and you know, that was the scene. Once again, that was the scene. Reiner showed concern for Annie. He's like, whoa, you should have been careful. And once again, that guy, the really nice guy, told Jean that, you know, yeah, indeed he is a good leader. You know, I don't mean this to offend you or anything. It's almost like a compliment. You're not the strongest, you know. That's why you're able to connect and understand some of the lower ranked people, you know. Some of the people that still need some help. Just not the strongest, right? And he said that Jean is good at understanding them. And also that he's good at sizing up a situation and giving commands really fast based on that's, you know, his analysis of a given situation. So Jean's got good qualities, man, and this guy can see it. Jumping to Eren Titan getting cannibalized, then that one Titan shows up, the one that ate Thomas, and Armin recognized him right away. And guess who else recognized him? The abnormal Eren. He recognized that Titan the moment he saw him. And he just did not give a shit. He just starts running, gets both of his limbs chopped off, and he uses his mouth, man. He just bites this thing and just starts like, I believe he like tossed him against a building. Again, another thing that showed me that yes, this is Eren reborn as a Titan. Again, that was before I found out that he's just inside a Titan. And yeah, but you know, after that, Jean's like, he doesn't really need our help, and he falls down, and Jean is ready to go. And then you realize that all of them are looking in the opposite direction at the Titan, at the abnormal. Gets closer, and then you see Eren on all fours, and his face is like stuck in, and his face slowly comes out. It's like stuck into like the muscle, or skin, flesh. And he comes out. He's blacked out, I think, exhausted. Mikasa runs to him. Crazy moment. Mikasa, can't hold back the tears, and Armin is absolutely baffled. Ends up by Jean saying, "Did Eren do all of this?" And then I believe that was it. So there it is, man. Finally got my answer. Yes, it was Eren in some capacity. So he wasn't exactly reborn as a Titan. He's reborn as a human, man. He's regenerated as a human, back to his good old self. So, man, this show is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. I love it. Enjoying it so much. Believe me, man. Believe me. If I could, I would binge this, man. It's so good. But yeah, man, excited to get some answers in episode 9. Alright guys, so if you enjoyed it, please smash that thumbs up. Leave your comments. Let me know what you guys thought. I'm on social media. You can hit me up on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. I have a Patreon account. You know, I just brought out that idea of potentially going full-time. I'm going to see how it goes. I'm putting this out to my subs, people who like me, you know, my supporters. Maybe you guys can have a hand in me going full-time. And then, you know, if I go full-time, then we're talking, man. Then Attack on Titan is going to be fast, really fast. And then I can move on to other animes as well. Check out what I linked. You know, I talk all about my idea to go full-time in that. But please remember, you know, I want to make this clear. This is just optional. No one has to give money. This is all optional. If you feel like you want to help me get to a point where I can do this full-time, please feel free to do so. Other than that, it's just optional. You know, no one has to do this. And if I don't reach my goal, I'll just stick to this, you know. I don't mind. I'll just continue doing it this way. It's slow, but, you know, I'll still keep doing it this way. And I am uploading full episode reactions to Patreon, so if you're a $1 patron, you'll get access to the full episode. Alright, man, thanks for checking this out. I'll see you soon. Take it easy.